What?
Pajama.
Oh, whatever. The video needs it. So once. So today's pajama day. Probably can't tell. He's wearing regular clothes. So, yeah. So today I've got a little story for you. Once once in Colorado, there was this family. There was a mom, dad, and two twin boys. And the family was moving to Florida, but they obviously can't tell the future, so they obviously moved to Florida at a bad time. Because when they got to Florida, it was like there was actually some flash flood beginning, and unfortunately they had to wait on. And unfortunately, the moving truck didn't keep up with them. So basically, the boys had to sleep in the basement in sleeping bags. But the flash flood warning started, and when the boys went to sleep that night, boom! They woke up in water. They were screaming. Well, not screaming. They were like panicking of what to do, why this was happening, because like they were sleeping in the basement. I mean, they were like sleeping on top of really tall cots, but the water from the first floor of the house flooded to the basement, which made it like 4 times as deep. So basically, the water was basically deeper than them. Yeah, the water went up past the top of their head. So the boys panicked because neither of them could swim. So what they had to try and do was they had to try and sacrifice their pajamas to make a raft to get to row across to the stairs. They managed to use the mats they were sleeping on top of, and they managed to make them into rafts. And those rafts, which they used to get to the stairs, which they then climbed up the stairs, which was kind of hard because it was almost like a waterfall on those stairs. And whoosh, they were up there. It was flooded, kind of. There's Takamo. Subscribe to him. I'll try to put him in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.